Cool. Okay. The last set of round 5 games. I'm gonna get taking me a lot of streams to get this done, but that's mostly because I've been doing it in small batches. But we've got 5 series left to do. 5 series left to do. The brackets, or not the brackets per se, but the listing looks like this. Hey, Mega. We've got a nice. I've deliberately been trying to mix up what we've been seeing. So I'm not just going for. I'm not just going for the names that people recognize and doing all of them first or leaving them all to the end. Especially when I was on a time constraint over the weekend, both of those days. Just doing what we could. So that one's going to be an interesting one. That one I think is going to be pretty balanced, actually. Hans versus Gray, Kasib versus Dark, Cassius versus Altera, Nico versus Stromberg, and Sir versus Ups. Overtime for your feed just right. Excellent. Well, Sir versus Oops. I will leave this for the end. Wrong button. I'll leave this for the end. This was played last night, I believe. Let me go. So we got Stromberg versus Nico. Cassius and Altera. That's 3. And then I'm looking for Kasib and Dark and Hans and Gray. Hans and Gray and Kasib and Dark. Kasib and Dark was a round 1 game. Yeah. So technically that's already been cast. Excellent. Because there was some mix and matching done with Dark standing in for somebody who had to drop out, and then Sinjul taking that spot, but Dark then stepping in for a second player who had to drop out. So we've cast those Sinjul games. That's why we've got things like here, Sinjul versus Kasib. That is technically this series down here. So yeah, the score on that, I believe was 1-1. Because I believe that's the one where Dark kind of, it looked like he was playing with his food a little bit. I don't think he was. It was the 24-minute game, and then he lost it. So that was embarrassing. So we only have 4 games, but I also have somewhere, although I forgot to put it in here, I'll put it in now. If we have time at the end, I have a 3v3 to cast, which apparently was incredibly action-packed. So we'll take a look at that if we've got time at the end, which we most certainly should do. Right, so without any further ado, he says stalling. There we go. Let us go for Hans versus Gray. Let's go for Hans versus Gray. UED. Is UED done then? Is it 2 parts, Croc?
Battle control initialized.
Right, okay. So, Gray has gone Cycle. Kitty Hands has gone Still Talon. Both of them picking their faction. Obviously, I know they released part 2. So we got Hands up here, like I said, going as Talon. Cycle down in the bottom right for Gray. 24-minute game. Okay. Hans versus Kasib was 1-1. Cool. Everyone else got a large update. Nice. We're also looking forward to playing some tomorrow. I have been roped into playing a CNC3 mod I don't think I've ever played, which is Tiberium Wars Advanced, which I'm looking forward to. Maybe using a dev version for it. Lunak's also going to be streaming. One of us is going to do one campaign and the other's going to do the other campaign. It's going to be modded vanilla campaign of CNC3. So the original campaign, but with like the mod over the top, which I always quite enjoy actually. It's that kind of thing, while not as necessarily it doesn't have the it's always nice to have a mod where they've got this new custom campaign, sure, but at the same time it's nice to be able to play something familiar but with a new feel, right? It's like an upgrade versus something brand new. But there's both have their appeal. CNC and Advanced Wars crossover. I've never, like I said, I've never played it, and I don't know why I've never played it, honestly. Maybe just because if you look at their ModDB page, they don't actually say anything about campaign. Yep. Lunak and I are doing that tomorrow. We haven't divided up who's going to do what, but one of us, it looks like, will do Nod, the other will do GDI campaign. Oh shit, there's Skrin, isn't there? I'm going to do all three campaigns, but I will do one of them tomorrow, and Lunak will take the other one. One all apiece. Hans is we'll lose this. There's nothing coming in. Hans has already moved as Graham. Did I say Kasib? Sorry. I've still got Dark vs Kasib on my mind. Gray is moving now. It's a little bit late, but not that late. We've got a radar out for Gray. No radar for Hans. Which one are we talking about? We are talking about Tiberium Wars Advanced. I believe. Oh, the Grenadiers! I've got to pay attention to this. I've got to start talking about Tib Wars Advanced. Maybe that's the wrong one, Alstar. Maybe that's the wrong one. It's the one on the bloody like CNC like anniversary posting. Oh, the heavy tank just comes out. Brilliant. I'll have a look at the end. I haven't got a link for it yet. Ooh, and Gray is gonna get the other oil. Excuse me. So mix coming out for Gray. Love to see it. V2s as well. Also love to see it. We got Bombardment coming out from Ants. Mr. Kitty. Hans, of course, the same person who did the translation for Operation Kutuzov, which we played the other week. Same person. He does a lot of Chinese translations for, or he does translations for a lot of Chinese mods across CNC. MLRS, we got Vulcan upgrade coming in for Hans, you know, the standard stuff. Now, great, going for brutes. Grenadiers gonna go down. The Humvee goes down. Really nice to see. The MiG is still alive. Also lovely to see. Nice bit of scouting from both of them there. Hans decides to get that oil. Brilliant. Look at army. Both of them are a bit light on the rocket soldiers, I would say. 10 and 8. Hans actually starting to, excuse me, tick up. Hans also a bit light on the heavy defense. No, it's a move command. Okay, we're fine. A bit of a misclick there. From Gray. The V2s, I think, are going to be real nice. You know, if he could get vision here, that V2 could snipe the Merls. Mammies coming out and floating dicks. And a Yuri Prime. Oh, there they are. Unfortunately, fired for the same target. One Merls goes down. There's 4 Merls. Hans playing a build that we haven't seen in quite a while. This heavy Merls build. The AAA coming out. Not entirely sure about that. But then the Vulcan's coming in around the back and taking out the Vs. I think those should have gone in. As I've said a million times before, right? If you're gonna lose your whole army, you might as well take down even just one enemy soldier with it. 3 brutes. We have a lot of discs. Okay, just the one. Never mind. I saw another one in the production queue. Gatling BTR coming out. Troop crawler. So we've got an infantry doctrine. I guess not bad for Yuri. Brutes, cloning bats. The mammoth for the heavy. Not bad. But going air is questionable here, I think. Ooh, the Yuri clone. Not entirely sure where the Yuri clone was going though. Hypersonics, or not hypersonics, but the Hailstorm, that's it. They are unguided, but still love to see. Now this mech army is a bit scarier, and there's nothing to defend. Absolutely nothing. This is gonna devastate. I don't see how Gray can defend this. It's 20 seconds on Yuri. Yuri can get shit done, but don't drive into the AA. Now the entire army coming down, but oh, the IC on the buildings! Literal genius! Yuri comes out, but unfortunately came out of the wrong building. New MTV also comes out, which is good. Carpet bomb. The sort of chaos bomb. The War Factory will go down. The Brutes managed to get in. And the Hailstorm missiles actually not so great against the Brutes because they're non-guided. Now Hans expanded to here. This is obviously the mirror expansion up here. Hey, Leggy. Tesla Trooper upgrade for Gray has been done, and now he's building Tesla Troopers. We've got Sukhoi. Now Gray's biggest problem here is zero scanning. Absolutely zero scanning. Got improved genetic mutation. Increased movement speed of Brutes. I mean, that's great. Yeah, I'll start. Maybe there's another mod which is, I need to double check what the name is. I thought it was Timberwolves Advanced. Like it was just called Timberwolves Advanced, but maybe I'm wrong. Exos coming down. Ooh, the Chaos Drone. I don't know how they're still controlled, like going for this though. Yes, I know it's what I posted out start, but that's not necessarily what it's gonna happen. Oh no, no. The commando got the Iron Curtain. The logo checks out. Well, that's what it is then. The link I found. But the thing happening tomorrow. Like nobody sent me that link. I found it. So I might have got the wrong thing. But I'm supposed to get a dev version in the next few hours. Oh, nice. Miles go down. Nope, not quite. But the medium did.
Rock and roll.
Now the problem here is the Hands are just spread around the map so much. We look at army value. Wow, Hands actually low. They're targeting the MTV. That's a mistake. So yeah, Lunak. Have you got a mod link, Lunak? Gray does need a move. I mean, long distance mining is better than nothing, right? For sure. Mod link. Lunak, this is the mod that that's being talked about tomorrow, right? The remains of a mech comes in, but again, there's no scout or perimeter defense or anything. I mean, they're gonna take forever. And these are just gonna destroy all of Gray's base. Gray was that's GG. It's a shame because Gray was looking quite nice there. He lost because of the sneak attacks 5 minutes ago. Okay, cool. I haven't tried it at all, man. No customer. That's fine. I'm okay with like a modded campaign, so long as like the units in it are different. Like the campaign is modded. That's all that matters, right? Or like the campaign has the modded units.
Terminated.
Save it RA3. Okay. Right, so Hans versus Gray mission 2. No idea, hope it doesn't suck. Yeah, well, I mean, they wouldn't ask
Battle
us to
control
stream the campaign if the mod didn't appear in the campaign, right? And they said the commando missions were different. I'm gonna hold off on installing anything until Stigs gets back to us with the information about the WordPress version, the dev build. Right, factions, same factions. Hopefully Gray realized how he died last mission. He wasn't outplayed in his army, he was outmaneuvered. And not by being drawn somewhere like we've seen a few times in round 5, but rather by just not knowing where Hans was. I used both of them. I've used both. Does it appear as a mod, Lanak, when with the Steam version, right? You just stick it in the mod folder, right? So I don't have to have like five versions of CNC3. Wait, of course it does. Of course it does. What am I saying? I know that's what happens. So Hans gets his oil. Gray gets his. Yeah. Cool. Excellent. So like Tib Essence and other things. 2 oils apiece. Hans has not got his other oil. If he loses the game, that'll be why. It won't be, but we can still point laugh. Oh no. I mean, his rifleman will counter these later on. Grenadier. Another Grenadier. Ooh, nice. Oh, barrel inspection! You'd love to see it. That oil's probably dead. That's a shame. Okay, and Hans got his second oil. Lovely. So double ref into war, double ref into war, and then a move. I like this. I like this out of Gray. He's actually faster. He is actually faster here. Gray going harvester as well. Brilliant. I think Gray's early game here is superior. For sure. Nice try with the Grenadiers. Bit optimistic sending him in the front door, but Gray's also across 2 fields. Yeah, so Hans can't move. Hans cannot move. He has to get his third ref here. This is, I wouldn't say it was optimal, but I wouldn't have said it was horrible either. Engineer. Gray's recapped this at the back, by the way. So he's got 1, 2, and in a minute 3. But he might in a minute only have 2. Humvees are gonna kill the scout. Okay, no. Hans decides to go for the oil. And another engineer. How curious. This is a bit mental Omega in its oil capping versus oil play. The BTR will get through unnoticed. That rifleman is not going to see him at all. BTR. I hit the wrong button, so I didn't see if the BTR could see the rifleman. Radar's out. Lovely. I mean, Hans is just expanded. Now, economically, they're both on 5 Harveys. But I mean, you look at the eco, right? Great. And 20% more. Okay, 10%. Oh, nice. Double Hummer kill. Has capped the rear oil. Hans has recapped this. So 2 for Gray, 1 for Hans. Lash is coming out for Gray. Halo? I mean, they're tanky. Good for vision. An Orca coming out of Hans. He's going for bombardment again. Biz, I would refuse to cast a game if somebody picked the color of the grass. It would be a fucking nightmare. Oh, not quite into the NG. Oh, but the rifleman! The rifleman! No! Oh, he could have got it. Bands of the colors. Alstar, this you can use custom colors. You got color palette. You can use what you like. Biz spent 20 minutes trying to find the perfect color to blend in with this. and then the snow map. Two slightly different versions of forest green. Like, with one RGB value off, you know, different. Made invisible on the minimap. Grim. Ah, a thief. Rip. Nice try. You could have gone in from here. Now if we look at army value, yeah, Gray ahead. Army. I mean, the Halo is going to count for a bit of that, so it's a bit close to normal, or sort of equal. But you've got the mobile sensor array, which is obviously huge. Both place screen as well. So this is going to show up on the MSA. Yeah, like that. But oil's still going to get caught. And now this is scouted.
Rock and roll.
But Hans knows this army's here. Gray roughly knows where Hans is. But Gray really has no info on Hans's base. Oh, nice. Brilliant hit. And the Brute's gonna get in on the mediums! It's a disaster! Okay, 2 mediums go down. Is there any heavy damage? Not enough, and the Merle's wrecking the commando at the back. Oh, not enough BTRs in there.
That was left-handed.
And we got the zone troopers out. I really need a Toby one like button where it's a disaster. I remember watching that live. That's the NG we saw up here, by the way. It's been running around the entire map just to get, I mean, with a shocking result. But all right, Commander goes down. Vulcan's also going down. The Yak actually, oh, the EMP Orca doing some nice damage, but the Yak distracting the Vulcans, letting the infantry kill the Vulcans. I'm a bit concerned that Gray doesn't have any rocket troopers, but actually he's got a lot of shockies. They don't have any AA though. That's the issue. I mean, it does some damage to him, but not very much. This is a good one, boys. But yeah, he does need some rocket troopers, for sure. Like, the AA is lacking. And Hans is probably going to latch on to how effective his air is. Yeah, more orcas. We got Dix in flight. On their way. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Tomahawks. Ooh. No Tommies out yet.
Rock and roll.
But when they are out, that'll be real nice. Oh, Exos. I mean, it's right next to MCV, like a little flame. Okay, Tesla coil. I'm not sure you got time for that, mate. And you're broke. Oh, no, it should have been a flame tower. Genuine fucking disaster. And yeah, okay, he's now building rocket troopers. Good. So rebuild the lab. Yep. Oils, by the way. Hands is on 2. Armor's on 1. With the second one uncapped. Or derelict. We have Hans going for bombardment level 3, which we'll put down on the upgrade center, which is that. Economically, Gray is well ahead in earned. I know some of this can appear a bit buggy with like cancelled buildings and stuff, but EMP missile does hit the disc, but that's it. Oh yeah! Yeah, gets some damage, but is it enough? The A10! Yeah, okay, yeah, that was quite effective. And then Hans comes in from the back here. And that's a move command! Okay, it gets changed to an attack move command, but the damage is already done. Horrific misclick there for Gray. I don't think he was winning the fight, but he lost a lot when it was in move. Gray does recap the oil there. Yeah, fantastic back and forth. The issue here is I'm not sure that Gray has enough to stop this. He's gone artillery. Yuri goes down. Sukhoi doing fucking work. But yeah, the grads, not enough front line. And there's the GG. Real nice play from Gray there. I mean, Hans won, but Gray, I think we really pulled out all the stops on that one.
Battle control.
Probably his best game so far, I think. Hans has been playing for like years and years and years, so you sort of expect him to be, you expect him to do well. Gray has definitely come along in the tournament for sure. Let me update those scores. So it's 2-0, but it was a close 2-0. It wasn't a domination 2-0 by any means. So we have Cassius versus Altera. This should be a good one as well, actually. I think. If we just look at the, if you just look at, if we just look, I think they're pretty close in standings. Altera versus Cassius, yeah, they're close together versus in standings. What their standing is doesn't matter. What matters is they're close to each other, so it should be a pretty even and interesting game. We have another Yuri.
Battle control initialized.
And we're back on the moon map. We're back on the moon. Oh, a lot of spectators for this one. Cassius playing a cycle. Altera, Traveler 69. Advanced. I mean, I'm not sure. Wow. So both, Cassius just going south. Altera going north and south. Where's he send his? Oh, he sends the engineer to the left. Now Cassius goes right. But is he gonna bother with an engineer? No. So somebody's gonna get unlucky. Proud combatants is immense. This isn't looking good for Altera. No, he should have kept going. I think he would have got it if he kept going. But he missed out on the bonus. Why? Now, why are you attacking the oil? You have an engineer! Too distracted by the peanut gallery. Yeah. You wouldn't do anything like this, would you, Legardi? Shamu with the raid. How you doing, my man? Pack him in. Just watching some Combined Arms Open RA mod games at the moment. Got Skrin versus Soviets versus Yuri up here. And it looks like Cassius isn't going to go for this top oil, and Altera is. So double refinery war factory out of both of them. neither of them building another building, strangely enough. And then Cassius decides to move. Altera. Sorry. Yeah, Altera is going to move. Surprised he didn't put 3 refs down. He might just go 2 up here and then he gets his 4 for the Screen Doctrine. I can't remember what the requirements are for the Nod Doctrine. Nod? Soviet Doctrine. So Cassius did get the bonus, the cap bonus for this. Oh, it's just XP, isn't it? Yeah. A certain number of kills. I think Nods is the hardest, honestly. Like, you've got to kill 3 buildings or more. That's rough. GDI, you just buy it. Allies is time. Hey, my man. Radar coming out from both of them. And some lacerators. Probably going to see 2 of those. And then probably up the top. And then across, take out that. Could go along the bottom. I think that's more risky. I think people are fighting in sort of this area of the map. And Altera knows it. Altera knows it. Not as weird. Captured neutrals don't count, and your opponent can sell to deny. So it's usually best to kill harvesters. Yeah. Advanced articulators. Yeah. Screen speed. Ravager's starting to come out now. Now, where did that eviscerator go? Oh, okay. Not eviscerator, lacerator. They are coming in along this side. I think that's a mistake because they're not going to get anything. So capturing. Oh, Cap game for the XP. So if you ever watch a odd game, you'll notice he gets he lets people cap oils and steals them for XP. Got it. So army graph, army value, Altera a little bit behind here. Any of that troop there? Okay, so we've got $1,800, $1,600 in the form of behind. 1,600. So I mean that's going to account for some of the excess army value. And of course doesn't quite have the same impact as a lot of other units. Mine's only $900. Interesting. So the oil goes down. Altera obviously has the other oil as well. Okay, the Ravagers do take out the BTR, but in doing so, basically die to all the infantry, which is what they're supposed to be countering. The Devourer goes down as well. Brute coming forwards. Cassius looking pretty good. That's gonna go down. Boom. Hey, purple. Watchers. It's gonna die. Rip. So what do we have? Oh, bursters. We have banelings. Banelings coming out. Oh, watch, like, oh yeah, it can like attach mines, like seeker mines, right? Yeah, there you go. I didn't see the flashing light. Right, the heavy tank's doing a good job of defending there. Hines, bit of a suicide run there. Yeah, the bursts are OP, dude. Like the AoE damage is basically longer range than any other unit, or like any unit's vision range. So you kill a burster that's standing still with almost any unit, and you're guaranteed to take damage. Hiding the carapace. Nice to see. Elevators. Storm Rider, completely useless trash unit. Mastermind coming out, and another burster. Gotta make sure you don't have it in your army, otherwise it will kill your army as well. Okay, so power's gonna get hit here. Burster comes in around the back. Oh no! All of Cassius's infantry goes down. Okay, great, lovely to see the micro on the tanks. Like, he knows they're dead. He keeps them in the fight, and he uses them to take out interlopers. Exactly what you want to see. Innovator's great for taking out harvesters. 2 of them will kill a Harvey. Banelings? Yep, Banelings. Oh, regenerative hull. Might we see some devastators? Maybe. Okay, Harvey will go down. Tesla coil goes down easily to the innovators. $4,000 of innovators. Fucking hell. That's a big investment. And the lacerated round the back. What's happened to Cassius' army? It doesn't exist. I didn't notice this. Why not? Oh, because he has no economy. That would be why. Yeah, look at that. That's devastating. Wasn't looking too bad at first. It's just a bit of a lack of expansion. You're about to multimize? Yeah. And Yuri wins. You should see the campaign, Alstar. They work together. Wait. Cassius using the move command, not the attack move command. Hyperburst, or whatever it's called. Iron Surge. There you go! Yeah, you love to see it. Best unit in the game. Won him the fucking game. Yeah, I mean, Altera. Wins with air screen with the devastating warship right there. Undeniable. Kill the MCV and then the GG out from Cassius. So MVP unit right there.
Battle control terminated.
Right. Game number 2. Iraq versus Traveler 69 again.
Battle control initialized.
Damn, the peanut gallery expanded even more. Now we have Gavin here. So yeah, Rad Troopers, we might see Paratroopers. Not sure what else we might see from that. I will take up the start. Like the first 2 or 3 minutes, I haven't really been doing it this tournament. Just been getting back into reminding myself how a lot of CA openings work, but I think for the first 2 minutes we'll knock it up to 1.3 speed. The openings are pretty universal. Very rare that we see anything that different. Double power plant. Bit strange. Tips on music trade for I1 tipped on. Yeah. Red Alert 2 music for this is the weirdest thing for me. When I played CNC Reloaded, I had to ask how to strip out the Red Alert 2 music. Because I refused to play Tiberian Sun with Red Alert 2 music. I was not I flat out I delayed the stream for a full day and found something else to stream while I figured out how to remove Red Alert 2 music from the mod. So forward cap by Altera. It's pretty standard. Screen needs specific combos. So what compositions are we looking for? What do we want to see out of Altera, Legato? Lots of heavy armor, so if it was me, a powerful core of intel. Oh yeah, lots of heavy armor to get around the Rad Troopers. Oh, down it goes. Nice quick move from Altera. Nice move from Cassius. A simulator going. Yeah, oil cap has been slow. Altera now gonna cap this. We'll get it turned into green goo. Yes. Radar coming out from both. There are the lacerators. 2 of those. Sneak around probably this side because you control the oil and you control the ref, right? What else are we looking for? We need a probably a move from okay, Cassius going in another ref? What? Why? Oh, here. Yeah, duh. Could definitely stick the heavy tank on here. But here come the lacerators. It's gonna be out of range of a T-coil. One of them might get hit. Unlikely though. Now these can move in to defend. Oh, one goes down. Nice. But that harvester is dead. Oh! Beyond the grave kill. Obviously coming out to replace it. A Hind on the way. Tormentors, Eviscerators. And its army are gonna get massacred by the Corruptor. And indeed the Gunwalkers. Oh! Tormentor goes down. Okay, we have some 8 Rad Troopers. Good lord. It's quite a few. What are you? Rejuvenator. Oh, the medic. Told you that Tormentor license to be removed. Down it goes. Oh, I was wondering why everything's so fast. And there we go. RV goes down. Second officer also going to go down. The Rad Trooper's going to absolutely melt the Ravagers. What can the Corruptors do here, though? Quite a lot. And there's just not enough mass for Altera. Sorry, Cassius. Altera is going to back off. It's just, yeah. Take note of these names, gentlemen. Just wait. Just wait. Oh, cannot attack aircraft. I forgot about that. Oh, what this? The Corruptors? I thought you I thought you meant the observers. Weak versus defense, but not buildings. Yeah, it does. Defenses are armored. What you should be questioning is how things are weak versus buildings and not weak versus defenses. Like some things are strong versus defenses, but weak versus buildings. So Harv in the middle goes down. This expansion, I think, is pretty much dead. And now Cassius rolls out. Oh! Eviscerator's getting melted. But for at what cost? Oh, Ruiner! Yeah, so like Ruiner, good versus defenses, but shit versus buildings. No, it's good versus buildings. I take it back. There do exist things which are good versus defenses, bad versus buildings. Like, Yorka. Right? Cassius. Buddy. Friend. Both buildings, yeah, defenses are armored. And the Rejuvenator's acting. Oh no! Ruiner! What a lovely choke point that was. And then the Mastermind's purple Mind Spark blob thing. And this is over. This, I mean, it's just unlucky, unfortunate. Cassius with and not quite the right army comp there. And not the best of positioning. The air really could have been used to take out the Ruiner. Let quite a lot of his harvesters die to splits. I mean, there you go, right? 20% eco difference. Half of the time, wins and losses come down to eco difference. And just saw a lack of mass in that one engagement over here from Cassius. The Rejuvenators making a difference as well for Scranton, which obviously you get out of the hospital every 2 minutes. And now it's cleanup crew time, I think. Not much that Cassius can do now. This is very much over. Not entirely sure what Cassius is hopes to achieve at this point. That's GG. Nice try, no cigar.
Battle control terminated.
You're going in for realism. That sounds like a dev deflecting a question that he doesn't want to answer because he's not got no good answer. It's this way because I say it's this way, goddammit. More realistic in SC2 or a giant tank can't crush a Zergling? True. Yeah, how different would StarCraft 2 be if crushing was the thing? You know, instead of stuff being able to go under giant units, things could actually be crushed massively. Exactly. Man, see a pop limit? No, because it's not a trash game. Right, so we have Nico versus Stromberg and Sir versus Oops. Let's go Nico versus Stromberg. Sir versus Oops. I'm looking at these game times and I'm thinking, yeah, they went hard. Right, Nico versus Stromberg, game 1, let's go.
Battle control initialized.
So. Nico going any. Stromberg, my God, he went Russia. What a surprise. Grens, yeah. So yeah, Shadow. And hang on, just quickly before we have a look. Nico and Stromberg on the old rankings. Stromberg actually 1 win, 3 ties. Nico 2 wins, 2 ties. So let's just remember that one. Stromberg, of course, going red. He's always red. How do you tie? It's a tie series. Because there's 2 games in a series. Yeah, like a point, like 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie. Hey, doof. Hey there, my man. So oils on this map. Is this the penis oil map? Yes, it is. There's the balls. There's the peen. It's too immature. Hey, rifleman placed right on the outside from both of them. So Nico knows that Stromberg's going to do a grenadier rush, and what is Stromberg concerned about? A flamer rush? No, bikes. It's a bike rush. Oh, cool kids here. Yeah, I got some combined arms tournament going. This is the second to last game before the until the knockout. Got the 2 games. We got 4 games, and of which are the last of the groups. Now, okay, Stromberg coming out with the BTR. Is this a fake? It is a fake, but there's another one coming out which could be real. Okay, we have no grenadiers being built. Stromberg playing to his fucking reputation and legend, quite frankly, at this point. Of I see a BTR. It must be loaded with 5 grenadiers. Yeah, look at it. Look at it. Nico immediately scrambling. Where's the other one? And then there's another one, and it's a double fake. Finished TV group battle yesterday. Oh, did Sanders' team win, or did I was on a date last night, man, so I didn't catch it. Did Sanders' team win, or did fuck, I can't remember who the other leader was. It's on the tip of my tongue. Highlight. Thank you, yes. Nico made a hood rat turret versus Stromberg. Yep. So Stromberg, this is just like his classic build on. I think he picked this map. I would put money on him having picked this map. He played this map a lot. And this building placement, frankly, is identical to every other game I've seen him play on this map. Stromberg is a fucking machine. And the only thing he does differently is how many BTRs does he build, and are there grenadiers inside them? Other than that, everything's standard. We're now going to see it. We're now going to see him one expansion to these 2 fields, where it's double field and this single field. We're now going to see him tech up, go Tesla, and once Tesla's out, if the game's still going, he's then going to move. Probably down to here. The BTR coming around. Yeah, there's so many lasers. Nico's terrified. The rocket troopers should get their battle tank. So what does Nico go here? I mean, there's a shadow. Not much, really. Okay, Nico's army here. How many rocket troops does he have in here? 2. Stromberg, Tesla arcing, Tesla tanks, Boris, Tesla Kirov. This is it. This is the Russia army. This is kind of a quick tech as well. I mean, if we look at army values, Stromberg, not like, I mean, this is not a overly greedy build, right? 10k on army size, but he's obviously decided not to build too much here, whereas Nico obviously kept going. Big fans, shut up. Oh, Boris was sniped. Upgrades just Teslaraki and your standard Tiberian protection. Support powers, Shadow Team, which we might see. Stealth tank airdrop, which we will probably see. Tester Trooper, Shock Trooper airdrop, we'll probably see. But here we go. Here's the fight. I hit pause. Here's the fight. Since I paused it, we can actually talk about it. Stromberg kind of getting caught out here by Nico pulling back onto him. The heavy armor, not in a good position. Not only is it not at the front of his army in this tanking shots, but it is in fact right opposite 6 rocket troopers. So that heavy is going down very fast. The Tesla tank not going to do too well against those 2 lights. I'm expecting a pretty comfortable win from Nico here, but let's see. Yep. And that's exactly what happened. Oh, but Akira, I forgot his team was up! Jesus fucking Christ! That's of course Stromberg's Kirov that came on behind Nico's army. I absolutely melted it. I saw the Kirov and was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. The Apache gonna get some damage done, but nowhere near enough. That Kirov's gonna... Uh-oh. That bike's not gonna do enough damage. Okay, Apache's back out. We're just gonna go low power. Not even low power. But then we've got the attack up top. The Tesla tank really gonna do some damage. Need to get the frying pans in the fight. There's no rocket troopers. Like the frying pans, send in the frying pans. Another Kirov. The bike saw it.
Kirov reporting.
The rocket, those 3 rocket troopers decided to, because of the Tesla arcing from the Tesla bombs. Yeah, these things are fucking broken. I mean, you got the commando, but BTR is gonna knock him down. Okay, that tank's gonna knock him down. And what is that left to say? This is exactly like what I predicted. Okay, and then we see Stromberg move not down to here, but across the top. Nico, I don't think can kill this army, but if he does, he's not gonna have anything left. Shadow team, I mean, an annoyance at best, right? Airstrip gonna go down. Not a huge amount of building damage done here. Boris, of course, doesn't even get the cell on a temple. Typical missiles out, cyborgs out, but Nico's not long for this world. He has moved up here. A German R2. Yeah, but they'd have to have the speed of the R2 Kirovs as well. Because proportionally, these are quick. These are like Run Up 3 Kirov. And they just keep coming. And that's the GG. Stromberg, real nice play. Kind of
Battle control terminated.
better than the last few Stromberg games I've seen, but maybe that's because he got what he wanted. I'm not sure Nod was Nod seemed like it was particularly susceptible to Stromberg's play there. Stromberg, okay, and Stromberg picked Russia. Nico went any and got Shadow there. Nico went random. As for this, did Nico go random again and get France? Yes, he did. Stromberg picking Reaper 17. So no Grenadiers. Is this? Stromberg has gone Russia almost every game. I feel like he's gone not Russia one game already. This is game number 10, obviously, for his run so far. So we've got Stormcrawlers, Reaper Tripods, Shardwalkers. Might see all of those. Reaper Tripod, maybe. Nico, Battle Fortress, probably not. Entrenchment, probably for the build around the engineer. Cluster mines, always great to throw on the enemy. Tiberium patches around the blossom trees. You can normally guarantee a miner kill. And Nico starting out with the just mass scout. As for oils, it looks like they are going to get this kind of strange Stromberg getting that one and that one. So this going to Stromberg and this going to Nico, as opposed to like both of these going to Nico and both of these going to Stromberg. Nico's mass spread of infantry also gave him nice information as to what Stromberg wanted as well. As for engineers, Stromberg has sent out one NG. Nico has sent out one NG as well. Yeah, it's a medic. Okay, second engineer. The forward command center, semi-guarded by Nico there. So no, I mean, it doesn't need to be captured right at the very start. There's an as of yet unknown Russia v Russia meta that I think will be explored in the playoffs. That could be nice. I have some ideas, but I'll have to test them in battle. Looking forward to it. Right, so double ref, third ref coming out for Stromberg now. War Factor already out. Ditto down here for Nico. Nico now going radar after 2 ref. He sort of doesn't need another one here. You can live off of 2, obviously. Stromberg going for the third. And then both players moving eventually towards this triple tree sort of field. Oh, interesting. Nico capping Stromberg's forward command center, and then placing a pill next to it, just to be annoying. Stromberg going for the third oil there. Two rockets. Oh, that ain't good. And hospital as well for the free medic. Stromberg not bothering with the hospital. Pillbox 12 seconds away. Nowhere near enough time. There's a lot of seekers. And he's still going. Grand Cannon, 37 seconds. No expansion yet on Nico either. Advanced optics for the Rangers. Oh, that is mean. That is devastating. So this void spike will turn all of that tip into black Tiberium, which is basically worthless. That is a nasty surprise, because that's not going to get scattered for ages. That's going to make that entire field useless. We have yet to see somebody do this. It has been deployed on fields that people are harvesting. And then it's been dealt with either straight away or after sort of 30 seconds when it's had a bit of impact, right? this is gonna be devastating. What is it, like 30% value? Black Tiberium? Hey, oops. We've got your series after this game. 33%. Okay, that miner is dead. That oil is dead. This is strong. This is really interesting play style from Stromberg. We haven't seen anybody go for like mass seekers and sort of hit and run tactics all tournament. This is the first time I'm seeing it. I mean, it makes sense. It seems perfectly viable. I mean, you need a follow-up, obviously. And this is Hypercharge 2 now. I was wondering if he was going to get it. He does have Hypercharge. He doesn't need it, though, with 8 seekers. No, he does. Whoa! That radar goes down faster than a cheap hooker. The refinery goes down as well. All for the cost of 3 seekers. Yikes. Yeah, so you see this Black Tiberium, and it's just going to start having a massive effect. In fact, you know, it would be like taking away 2 of these fields. And there's the army. The classic screen. Disintegrators, warriors, and interlopers. But Nico just hasn't really seemed to expand much. I mean, obviously harassed like all hell. And then decides to go up. So never sees this. I would laugh so hard if he never saw this the entire game. Talking of the game, I think it's over. These interlopers are going to wipe out those rifles, push past it. MCB is going to go down. Pop. And the racks. And so much economy damage was done. Like, look at this. That's going from 6,900, nice, down to 4,600, 4,700. And as for army value, yeah, that tells the whole story. Point of divergence seems to be about 4 minutes on the army size. Which is, I think, about the time that they were messing around in the middle over here. Harassment for the win. Yep. I mean, yeah. Nico never saw this, but you can see here the Black Tiberium. Just have a quick look at what Stromberg has. Double war. Just the 1 racks, but just solid sort of tier 1 gameplay. Tier 2, tier 1.5. I mean, this army's basic. Literally warriors, disintegrators, and interlopers, right? That's like having APCs, riflemen, and rockets. But $13,000 worth.
Battle control.
So, final series. Final series. Sir versus Oops. What did I say? Did I say Nico versus Oops? I meant Oops versus Sir. I don't know why I said that. And then if we've got time, I will do this 3v3. Who is in this? Pepper the Who? Who cares? Creo Oops. I mean, this is a who's who, right? This is a who's who of Combined Arms nerds.
Battle control initialized.
So, Sir going any allies. He's done that a few times. Oops going Cycle. USA versus Yuri. Oops in pinky purple. For Yuri, quite helpful. And then Sir in purple for not Yuri. Now, how does USA fight Yuri? Probably pretty easily, actually. Brutes probably melt to prisms. IFVs? Oh, are we going to see some high-level ally play here? Oops, going dog. Yeah, love to see it. Not going for the NG. He's gonna... No, he's not gonna bother. So 4 oils, 1 safe for each, 2 in the middle. Oops going... I mean, he's got a scout from the dog, I guess. But he's gonna see these. Oh, and okay, now he does. Now the NG should die. Yep. Highly inconvenient. Oops, his own NG does get through. Oops going double ref war. Sir going triple ref. So he's gonna keep up that infantry production. I'd like to see him use it. Maybe get a load more inf on the map. Try and claim the middle. Cause he can afford it. Trip ref gang. Watch him lose, Legato. Watch him lose. If he loses it, damn sure won't be to Grens or Flamers. You're not wrong, Legato, because last time I checked, USA couldn't build Grenadiers or Flamers. But you make a fair point. You're right. You're not gonna lose to Grenadiers or Flamers if you build triple ref, or if you're against USA, for very different reasons. There's the move from Sir. Pretty standard. Oops has already moved, but not quite as far. He's just going for the edge. Wasn't USA 3 ref? Shut up, okay? Look, Yuri is purple in Red Alert 2, okay? And pink is nearly purple. I got confused. It happens when you get to my advanced stage. Can't believe there's a Yuri in the game and it's not purple. Or rather, there's purple and Yuri and they're not the same. It's so confusing. I hate it. Players should be forced to go for certain colors. Like, red and yellow, or red and blue, or red and green. Every game. Not pink and purple, or like blue and cyan. That was the most. That's the most annoying. Yellow and orange, or red and orange. I like it because I can recognize who is playing by the regular colors. I suppose that makes sense. So, Sir going, Sir is obviously purple and obviously USA. Medium tanks, rockets, rifles, pretty standard. Pillbox are ready to place whenever, an safety pill. Oh, we got shit in there and it died. Unlucky. Oops, going for lashes. He's already got Gatling upgrade. He just finished it. There we go. So going for development policy for the XP gain. And we already have a hind. I prefer Sir's movement. Do I actually? Oh, I think I prefer this one. This is better. Gonna need to move one of these harvesters at some point. Gatling Meteor doing work. Tesla Troop is gonna come in as well. Okay, we have IFVs. One IFV. Two IFV. Are we getting cryo missiles? Why are we not getting cryo missiles? Because we don't. We do have a lab. Do we need to pick Sweden for cryo missiles? Is that was something that was changed, right? The like for the allies, you've got the coalition stuff. Optics first. Questionable. Or he forgot? I think he forgot. Why would you get optics? You literally you don't have any ranges. Tanya went down there. Heard it. I think Tanya was supposed to get in an IFV. Double I rocket IFV at the back here. Lovely. Would be even better with cryo ammo. And now push down the bottom. I love this. Double push. We take a quick look at the army value. That is huge. 26 and 21k. Earnings. That's less good for Sir. That's taken a massive hit. Why? He hasn't lost any. Maybe it was moving miners. Right, GPS. Real nice knockout there. The prism tank's really showing their value. And the range on the prisms is going to be a real problem for Oops. Oops going armor doctrine. Really? We want rhinos or apox? Medium gonna get whacked. Oops going for a flak armor. Discs. Yuri Prime. Harrier on its way. Harrier, very good call. Haven't seen one of those in a couple of Allied games. This is a problem. This is a legit problem. It's just, yeah, get the Harrier over here. All right, so rocket troopers in a not bad position. Should be able to take out the disc. Oh, genetic mutated bomb. That's gonna hurt. Ooh, like 8 brutes. 9. That takes a lot of damage away from this army and allows this army to absolutely eviscerate, sir. So it does finally have cryo ammo. But, I mean, that bomb was insane. Not because it killed 9 units or what damage the brutes did, but because of what damage the brutes absorbed. However, it is worth considering the production here. Jesus fucking Christ. We shall see how that updates in a second. Yeah, about the same. Tanya IFV comes in. Real nice. Real nice. Cryo ammo. I want to look at the army, actually. Yep, look at that. 27 rocket troopers. Now, why not stick them all in IFVs? Or not all of them, but a lot of them in IFVs. Do you have any idea how sexy that would be? The MCV does survive, by the way. Important to note. And that's the eco. 8-8. Earned. Bang on identical there. Harrier lives. Legend of Mojo 1. And there's GPS. So Sir has perfect map vision for right now. Genetic mutated bomb coming in again. But it looks like he might be able to get the damage done first. And the plane goes down. Oh no, it's Chaos. Chaos bomb. Sorry, Chaos bomb. Mammoth tank goes down. Yeah. But the mutator, the Chaos bomb does a reasonable amount of damage, quote unquote. Doesn't save Oops, but it does knock down Sir's army by a bit. You might say it's caused some chaos. Yeah. You might say for Oops that it was fortunate chaos. Right. Oh no. Okay, Thrasher tanks. Mammoths. I thought we had Apox. You don't want to be that, boy.
I know your thoughts.
Shock troopers, riflemen, mammoths, and lashers. Oh, sorry, thrashers. Just like your upgraded lasher if you get tanked. Right. Tesla drop. Oh no, GGIs. Yes, of course. Oh, very nice. If only there was 2 of them. There is no defense down here. There's no defense being built either. Oh! One more hit. Down it goes. Oh my god.
Very effective. Reinforcements are being cut off by the Thrasher. Gene Bomb coming in. Tanya goes down to the disc. But this army looks like it's going to be able to push through. Can Sir do this? Or is it overextending? What? His army's dead. Regardless of what happens. His army's dead, right? But what can it get done? It's trapped. GDI is getting cleaned up. There is some AA, but not enough, I think, to... Well, it could get rid of one disc, but... Yeah, at this point, this is just free XP, isn't it? Nice try with the GDIs. They got real nice range as well. Now, in terms of eco fields expanded to, hey Zap, that could have done a lot of damage in main, but it looks like he's paying attention to GDI. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of riflemen. He could have got like a power plant, maybe the airfield or something, but oh yeah, okay, that was your MCV. I was just thinking, where's the MCV gone? To be fair, I was paying. I think yeah, I was doing exactly what Sir wasn't, and I was paying attention to this. It sounds like actually that was what Oops was doing as well, paying attention to this. Okay, so Oops now with no MCV, which is why in fact he's rebuilding his MCV. Army value, Oops, absolutely fucking crushing it. Eco, about the same. I'll call it the same. Although Sir does need to expand down here. If he did, he would be in such a strong position. Oh. I think a lack of Rocket Eye Fees is hurting him. Sir is dead. Sir is very, very dead here. Well, that is 5 mammoth tanks and an APOC. Those mediums are ceased to exist. And then the minigun will rotten, like murder everything behind it. Yep. That's what happens when your army is like 2.5 times larger. And the mammoths and the APOC just with so much, just absolutely able to knock out that heavy armor front line of mediums. It really highlights one of the weaknesses of Allied late game. Having said that, a lot of IFVs could have helped instead of mediums. Does Veterancy do cool stuff in this mod? Nah, Veterancy is just like normal CNC Veterancy. And there's a GG. Veterancy is just regular Veterancy. Yeah. Nothing eccentric.
Battle control.
Although allies do get one of our upgrade paths does allow them to get Veterancy faster, which is pretty powerful. So final game. Do we have
battle control initialized?
Okay, so going any nod, getting Legion, stolen tech. Oops, going for a Russia pick. Are we going to see a Stromberg Legato style build, or are we going to see something different? Well, are we going to see a Stromberg build or a Legato build or something different? Stromberg and Legato play it slightly differently, especially in like the build-up phase, I would say. Like Odo tends to go like, I feel like goes for a more traditional sort of opener, whereas Stromberg kind of rushes it. Stolen tech. Microwave tanks could be good here? Question mark? Maybe not. I'd love. We never ever see microwave tanks. So I'm kind of grasping at straws here. Hey, Marco. Okay, so Russia versus Nod. The old classic. Not in the slightest, but you know, it's a nice idea. Kennel, dog, radar. Obviously super nice. Gives you that vision in fog. Doesn't quite get the engineer. Plans for a GLA? I think at some point, yeah. Been talked about for years. It's just how to fit them. How to make them unique. What sub-factions to give. So Oops going for triple ref. Which I slightly question here, honestly. I'm not sure I like it. So going for double ref and War Factory. I think it's far more sensible here. Collecting scrap for upgrades and money is unique. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, it's well, I mean, allies get the mechanic, right? And the mechanic can salvage scrap, like dead vehicles, for money. It's possible you can integrate something like that into GLA. Little skirmish. Trying to cap. Okay, that's bold. Oops. 3.5 minutes in. Hey, I wonder if he's captured his oil yet. I'm gonna give it a go. No. So two oils a piece with the forward command center as well. Oh, okay. Sorry, that's why Oops went triple ref. He put the third ref down here. Okay. I don't hate that, actually. I don't hate that, because what are you going to do? You're going to build like your 2 normal refs and then move and then build a ref here. Why not build your third ref before you move on a fresh patch? Especially because later on you might lose this. So good that you've mined it out. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going to fucking get it as well. And in fact, Sir loses all of his rocket troopers. It sort of goes back and then goes forwards. But yeah, the little yellow like line there is veterancy. That's tier 1 veteran. So radar coming out for Oops, and Sir going for another ref. Yeah, you see, Sir could have put a ref down here ages ago. I mean, you have to defend it, obviously, but it does give you that eco boost. Where am I looking? Here. Not that much so far, but it will stack up. I mean, it helps that Oops that Sir has built an extra harvester. Army value. A little bit higher for Sir, but not much. Not at this stage of the game, I'd say. Yeah, 2,000. Yeah. Earnings. Oops. There you go. That's the difference. Temple coming out for Sir. Gonna go those cyborgs. He's gonna want to get the those harvester kills if he can. Do we have bikes? No. No bikes. No. No bikes. Bikes anywhere. Bikes. No bikes. No. And something in here methinks it might be a grenadiers. He has 5 grenadiers. So they're probably in there. We've got no air to scout. Oops, building behind. Yeah. And this oil gonna go down. PCR actually invoking a response. Oops, shot himself in the foot here. But look at this. Look at this vision. Beautiful, beautiful vision from Oops. Absolutely glorious. So I mean, it's not bad, but you've got holes, right? Can't trust the holes. Stanks. Ooh, stealth APC with a commando. Interesting. And then we've got laser tanks. Upgrade. Versus Soviet versus Tesla tanks. I don't know about that one. Ooh, you're getting too close. Not microing. And Oops is looking in a pretty dominant position, I'm not gonna lie. MC moving across the top left now. So Oops behind in the moves, but I mean, because he got this so early on, it's sort of all balanced out. If we look at Harvester's 1 ahead. Infantry doctrine for Oops. Makes sense, really, if you're gonna go heavy shock troopers, into Tesla troopers, I guess. We've got the Temple Prime coming up for Sir. And then we need those cyborgs. We need those cyborgs. Intensified microwaves. He's got microwave tanks. I fucking called it. It's like I know what I'm talking about, guys. Truly, this is a great day. Advanced cybernetics. Get those cyborg elite. Get those cyborg elite. Everything else is just a toy. We are the commando elite. Everything else is just a toy. Banshee goes down. Whoa. 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 Pure sneaky boy. What are you planning? What are you planning to do? Oops. Banshees are so good. So good. Proof cyborg armor. A triple cyborg elite production. There you fucking go. And how do you deal against that with Tesla? I mean, you don't deal against it with Tesla tanks. You deal with it with Tesla tracks, right? Because that's anti-heavy armor. We've got another stealth APC with a commando in it, which honestly is not going to cause much damage. That Banshee, man. Oil situation, one, 2 for oops, 1 for cert.
Boris has arrived.
An army, what are we looking at now? 5 Cyborg Elite. Jesus. I mean, it's lucky that Sir hasn't killed any harvesters or buildings. He would love to. Get that Wrath upgrade. Wrath. There's the Grenadiers. But they're not going to do anything. Temple Prime's going to go down.
Year of reporting.
That's Cyborg Elite. Yep. Killing the Banshee, ironically, probably meant the Temple Prime lived. If he hadn't killed the Banshee would have had to reload and you would have got more grenades on Temple Prime. Right? I hear something shocking. Oh, here. Right, Commando. Yeah, talking of Commando, there it is. I want to keep an eye on the rest of the map. Tesla Akirov. Soviet Tech Center going down. Oops. Out of the way. And look at this, more just this Cyborg Elite production. How many do we have? 11? Dude. How are you fighting this? My God, $100,000 in combined army. I mean, Oops doesn't care. Sorry, Sir doesn't care. He's going rocket troopers now. I mean, he's got a lot of them. And the Cyborg Elite, the range, bro. Oh no, the laser tanks. I'm questioning the choices now. Well, look at the size. I mean, these guys are a little bit out of position. Yeah, it's actually doing quite nice. Getting a lot of damage done, but just not enough. Just not enough. Look at that! 51,000 down to 11. How embarrassing! Province of Kirovs. True. Jesus Christ! Literally none of the Cyborg Elite died, right? It was at 11, right? Yeah, it's reliance on Heinz and Yax. Could have gone for a couple more Teslas. Why does not have GDO War Factory? Because this is Legion, which is stolen tech. So you get battle tanks, APCs. Yeah, your Yaks do nothing to the heavy armor cyborgs. And that's the GG. Dream. That's a 1-1. GDI medium tanks, yeah. Because it's that faction of Nod is like stolen tech. So they get GDI like APCs, GDI medium tanks, and GDI war factory.
Battle control.
Well,
terminated.
that was 1-1. So I don't know if what I've been updating has. I wonder whether one game in there is mislisted. Because of the whole Dark playing 2 games in round 1 and then it flipping around. So I'm just gonna check. Well, I can tell you what it should look like. But the final results is this. Group stage. Top 8. Wait, nope. Oh, so there's 400. Oh, absolutely. That's not late game. So we have Legato at the top. Creo next with both with 3 wins, 2 ties. Stromberg, Sir, Oops, 2 wins, 3 ties. Sinjil, 3 wins, but 1 tie, 1 loss. Brings him down slightly. Who cares? And Hyper. Which I mean, half of those are who you would expect, to be sure. Legato definitely up there. Stromberg was in the finals last year. Oops, very strong player. Finished like top 6 last year. Sinjil got knocked out very early on last year. But I think he was up against Blackened, who ended up winning it in the upper bracket. And I can't remember who he was up. I think he got knocked out by Stromberg, like in his first game in the lower bracket. Who obviously was also in the finals alongside Blackened. So I think Sinjil lost upper bracket and lower bracket to the 2 guys in the finals. Something like that. Who cares? Finished like top 4 last year, but it was also very ill. And Hyper, obviously another very good player. So that's who you'd expect. And then Sir and Creo, both new players. Thomas hate that faction. I'll suggest it to him and Zap. Sir and Creo both are like new combined arms. Tie and Tiebreaker. Oh yes. Nico, Thunder, and Hans, all with the same points as Hyper here. But because they got... Wait, how do they have the same points? Yeah. So Nico and Thunder, both on 2 wins, 2 ties, 1 loss. But they are beaten by Hyper, who got an extra win. Well, of course that's beaten by Hyper. I guess. Yeah, okay. Because a loss is 0 points, a win is 2 points, and a tie is 1 point, right? So that's why one win and 1 loss beats 2 ties, even though they both give 2 points, right? A win gives 2, and 2 times 1 is 2. So commiserations to Nico, Thunder, and Hans. Quite why Hans is down here on like tiebreaker score of 15 when he's got exactly the same number of wins and losses as Hyper. I have no clue. That is some strange quirk of Oh, the scores of your opponents. So it accounts for who you've played, which is quite clever actually. Because if you've won versus somebody who, if you've like tied with, let's say, Legato, then that's like a high value tie. If you've tied with, you know, Dark or somebody down here, then that's a low value tie. So I guess that makes sense, right? It would be nice if there was if there was at least enough people who wanted to play one more bracket. I know there was discussions about having 3 brackets of 8. Now, if only one person didn't want to do that, then the whole thing would kind of fall apart. But it would be nice if it'd be nice if there was at least 8 who wants to do like a lower bracket or an intermediate bracket. Just write to original seating order. Ah, okay. So yeah, final standings. We got Nico, Thunder, Hans, Duke, Gavin, Yara, 2FA, Gray, Dark, Altera, Trip, Milkman, Cecile, Kasib, Cassius, and Bobbly. As I've said a million times before, lovely to see newer players, less experienced players, players from other games deciding to jump into a tournament that they're not expecting to win, but they're doing it for the fun. So nice to have them all in, and hopefully they'll join the next one as well. Who knows? Maybe I'll join the next one as well. Probably not. So round 1, we get Legato versus Hyper. Legato versus Hyper. We get Sir versus Oops. Which, yep, you're not imagining things, is what we just had. And that ended 1-1. So we'll see. We'll see. I assume these are going to be best of 3. In at least the round 1 section. Creo versus Who Cares, which I feel like we've had as well. Creo versus Who Cares. Yep, we have Creo versus Who Cares, and that ended 2-0 for Creo. So Who Cares might be a little bit might be a little bit afraid. Stromberg versus Sinjil. That'll be an interesting one. I don't know if I've got the... challenge from last year around, but I think Stromberg versus Sinjil was a series from last year. No, it might have been Oops versus Sinjil at the start of the upper bracket, and then Sinjil dropped down into lower bracket and fought Stromberg. I can't remember. I just feel like this is reminiscent of last year. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good. Some nice high-level players and some grudge matches like Creo versus Who Cares, like Sir versus Oops, Legato versus Hyper. We had that as well. No, we haven't. Okay. Stromberg versus Sinjil, we haven't had either. Definitely not. Definitely not. So yeah, 2 rematches, 2 fresh matches. It's gonna be interesting. But okay, for last bit of fun, it's only 20 to 11. I don't know who Pepper the Pepper the Butt is. But we've got Mr. I Like Devastator Warships. We've got Mr. Freedom Fries. We've got I can't make up jokes anymore. We've got Creo, we've got Oops, and we've got 2FA. I knocked out by both the finalists last year. Maybe oops. Maybe I'm getting you and Sinjul mixed up because you played Sinjul as the first game in the upper bracket. That's why I'm getting things mixed up. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. I don't know if the link still works, but just for historic reference, this is it from last year. Oh no, it was Inno. It was Inno. Inno and Nico knocked out Sinjul. Oops, yeah, you're right. I'm getting confused. Oops, you were knocked out by Blacken and Stromberg. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So who else was in here? Stromberg obviously got knocked out at the end last year by Blackened. Legato got knocked out by Stromberg. Right? Yep. Yeah, Grenadier Rush. Legato was too greedy last year. Hypervexed, knocked out by Inno, and then Who Cares? Yeah. And Who Cares was really ill, and it was like stupid time in the morning for him as well. Stupid time in the morning and then ill, or he was like ill for most of this tournament. Sarah obviously wasn't there. Who Cares ended up getting knocked out by Stromberg. And then, yeah, that's everybody. That's everybody. Because Sarah and Creo and you, they went in it last year. Yeah. Anyway. Like I said, let us have a look at this 3v3. Let us have a look at this clusterfuck of the 3v3.
Battle control.
Pepper doesn't play a lot, but he's decent. Okay, so Pepper is a different person. So we've got we got people going into any. We got France, Iraq, 2FA. Yes, 2FA is a country. No, France, Iraq, and Ukraine, the double Sov allied, versus Marked, ARC, and Black Hand. Double Sov allied versus double Nod GDI. It's a bit ugly to play. RA versus TD. True. So yeah, there's gonna be no raw casting from me on this, unfortunately. It's like, I mean, 6 players is 5 more than I can normally cast to any real standard. So this is gonna be more of a watch and enjoy, okay? I don't really know what to look at in terms of here. None of it, it doesn't really make sense to look at any of it. But I'll leave it here so you can pay attention to the colors. You know, where you've got bluey green, green, and then on the other team, you've got another type of green. Car 6, exactly, Alistar. So it looks like I'm gonna call these guys top team and it's this team bottom team. I know they're bottom left, I know this is top right, but team 1 up here. Fuck, team 2. Okay, I'll call these guys team 2. Okay, fine. Team 2, team 1. Team 2 has the oil control in the middle. It does look like it's 2 oils. Yeah, 6 oils, 1 for each in the middle. No idea why Oops is pinging this. Oh. He's not pinging this. This is team 1 pinging it. Legado's saying, why haven't you capped this? What on earth is going on over here? Why is 2FA... Okay, maybe he's just trying to hold it or something. A lot of fighting down here between Creo and who cares. War Factory's out for most players. Creo, no, Creo does have a war, yeah. Pepper... Pepper going radio first? Interesting. Is that for the jump jets, maybe? Oh, left versus top. As opposed to bottom team. All right, left team versus team 2. We got right team versus wrong team. Hey, how about that? So a nice hold down here around the oil. Fuck knows what that costs people. Army value, yeah. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. The one player with a large army who didn't contribute anything to this fight. Guys, we should really do something about this, but not me. The rest of you lot. Yeah, look at this. Look at this greeting. How the APC not met? Good question. We'll look at the army graph. I think the army comp. I think that's probably the best thing to look at. Because that's where the interesting stuff's gonna come out, right? Like 10 jump jets? Really? Where are they? Huh? Oh, there. Five flame troopers in that. There's naught can be done about that, really. Oh yes, a greeny blue is shooting greeny blue. Uh oh. Not a bad trade, I guess. For Pepper and left team. 2FA's miner getting away. Gotta put it back on the island. Got the venom. Oh, did he get the venom? I didn't see that.
You are no match for 40.
So just basic imp for most of them. Although Team 2 is starting to mechanize here. Team 1 is still pretty basic. I saw you come. Yeah, because the Rocketeers, the jump jets went in. I saw the BTR and then backed off. Should have really committed. So Legato gonna lose his oil for sure. Pepper lost their oil as well. Oh, Pepper the Butcher, not Pepper the Butt. Why are we pinging this? I honestly have no idea. Maybe he's not building anything. Oh, the V! Oh, here is a V Union. Who guys on Cyborgs already? Yes, he is. And a stealth gen. And he's loaded all of his old inf in there. Brilliant. And he's got black napalm upgrade as well. We got economy bonus there. We've got not really sure what that is. Legato and Butcher, Pepper going in here. But I mean, there's no coordination. Pepper goes in, Legato backs off. Pepper then starts to back off, and Legato goes in. Tipcore missile's doing nicely, but I mean, Oops just dismantles them one by one. The Battle Fortress. Yeah, the Black Flame is nasty. But Tiny IV, the Battle Fortress. Imagine if BFs could shoot up. Legato being a pain, as is tradition. You got his MCV. Right, okay. We've got a Kirov out from Oops. What else have we got? Got Bombardiers out from Pepper. Pepper going for this Imp Fair army. Stealth Harveys, nice. Venom being a pain. I'm trying to use the minimap to look at colors, and I genuinely finding it difficult to compare between Legato and Tuave. Didn't realize it was yours. So Legato's expanded on this side. Pepper helping out with the AGT. Little bit of the skirmish. Commando Templar doing nice work. Templar, terrifying unit. Really nice unit. Not that cheap, but cheap enough. And honestly, just look how effective cyborgs are. And then what do we got? Double BFs. Tiberium stealth. One BF gonna go down. Yep. And then up here we've got Oops. What a terrifying army. Who cares saying push? And then Legato. How on earth do you fight this? Creo asking for help because he's saying it's 2 here. so did the MCV die? Yeah, I think Legado's MCV went down, right? But Oops' army split. Which I'm not entirely sure about. Also, laser light tanks, okay, I was about to ask. The bottom looked like it got countered by the B2. Jesus fucking Christ. Rhino's doing, oh, no battle drones. This is a 36-minute game, by the way. A lot of missiles flying around. Damn straight there are. The Kirov, obviously a rock with the Deso bombs. Force shield used on the ref. Desolators. Oh, the Black Flame. Atomic shells. Used on the Rhino. But I mean, the SSMs with the Black Flame. And the stealth. That's got to be so obnoxious. That has to be so fucking obnoxious. Iron Curtain used. Will help against the infantry there. What do we got going on up here? Venoms. Pick off rocket troopers and stuff. Really nice. Heavy atomic tanks. I mean, the left team, team 1, looks in a pretty good position right now. Pepper, you know, looking a bit like you know, a bit more casual than Who Cares and Legado, who are really try-harding. Oh no, I take that back. I take that back. I didn't realize I was looking for Pepper's army and it's right in front of me. Was that? What? What have we got bombing? Nuke coming out from kind of, I mean, at least pushed 2K's back. 2FA. Okay, 2FA. What's your eco look like, buddy? Yeah. That's what I'd expect. And then we've got Creo next in eco, right? Like, these guys should be owning. Or at least about to hit a power spike. Yeah, fuck me. 2FA absolutely should be pumping out the units. And the fucking production. Why aren't you building more production? I mean, 2FA playing Ukraine, right? Guerrilla team. Max production, yeah.
That was left.
Like, I mean, if you're floating $7,000, you know you're doing something wrong. And Legado covering the driller. With the Venoms. MCV snipe, guaranteed. Okay, another engage here. Pepper pushing in, trying to push in. I like the B3s. Then I see Cryo Troopers. You never see that. Oh, I seed? Oh, you got cocked. Oh, but the cluster missile. Can he drive it away in time? He goes the wrong way. Yeah. I mean, he still would have died if he'd gone that way, I think. Good try, no cigar. Oh, low power food. Oh no, the stealth gem went down. V3 is really just showing how good they can be. Pepper went defense matrix. Defense doctrine. 2FA finally coming in with some of his army. If we just look at army value. Yeah, so 2FA. Jesus Christ. Chill battle drone. Yep. Self-reprise 50% out of combat as well. And 2FA. Yeah, look. He needs to translate some of that bank. This bank is now all gone though. Or rather the income source is all gone. Alright. There should have been 2 wars out, at least. I mean, we're looking at 2 wars for Oops. Just the one here? Only 2 racks for Creo. 2FA is on 3 racks, or it was on 3 racks, sorry. But he's about to get completely collapsed. Back to the Stone Age. Yup. Oh shit, yeah. So the teams are switching. 2FA is being absolutely decimated here, and on the top 2FA is being decimated, and Who Cares being decimated. Nuke went off there. Iron Curtain gonna go down. Cryo freeze. Cryo storm. Tanya IFV. Fucking hell. So yeah, this is looking tight. I mean, Oops is gonna be pissed off because his flank is now entirely open and there's nothing stopping Legato. It looks like Pepper at least was able to scrounge up something, and Creo ran out of steam. So Who Cares might be sort of out, but not really. Whereas 2FA is 100% dead. And Oops, very angry that his War Factory has died. He's built a demo truck. France dropping the mines. Yep, there's your demo truck. FA still has the MCV. Fucking disgusting. Was this a tank drop? Must have been a tank drop. I'm not quite going to be able to get that though. If only somebody had a cluster missile. Nope. That was Creo's, yeah, Creo's, spice up. Absolute rat, cockroach, gremlin. Engineers, no rifles. Boo, you're so boring. The fight in the middle. Where the hell was that? Must have been just off screen. That tiny right dude. Oh my god. That guy's pinged. Where was that? Where was that? Where are these explosions? Okay. The cyborgs. Looking pretty good there. Where are these going on? Oh, are they like nuke drops? Run, Ugas, run from your destiny. Cryo going to, or should I call him Cryo? Gonna mop up Who Cares down at the bottom. The MCV does end up dying, yeah. 2FA technically still alive. Not got much more. 2 demos for an MCV. Was that what it was? These Venoms are a fucking menace. Who Cares going around the outside, around the outside, around the outside. And 2FA gonna punch through the middle here. And Pepper is completely taken by surprise. Full shield used.
Who's next?
More mines potentially? Or maybe the last of the mines. Legado rebuilding his MCV. Obviously didn't see what happened to that. Oh no. Not quite as bad as a Baneling actually. Banelings would have done more damage. Desolators. Tanya IFV. Like just completely ignoring them. What? Uh-oh. And the elite Tanya IFV goes down. So here comes Pepper with a lot of the zone defenders. Harriers finally take down Legado's pissy little A units. Cryostorm used. Overlord's coming up into a FA. Not sure about that one. Cryos. Oh, the Harriers! But it's too little, too late. And finally, Oops comes in with his basic pitch infantry and pushes back Pepper. And okay, should waste our time? Yeah. Nice Iron Curtain to defend the Iron Curtain. Legado gonna come around the outside again. I had a mine pop off somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh, here. But none of this is anti-heavy from Cryo, so all gonna go down. Now where's the fight? Legado finally gets sort of cleaned up at the top, but not really. Okay, finally an AA gun comes out. One of the Venoms goes down. What else? Good lord. Wait, oh, point defense. You mix anti-infin. Yeah, no anti-infintness, is there? Heavy armor, light armor. Heavy armor, light armor. Point defense. Targeting is done by target type, not armor type. Heavy cyborgs. have the vehicle target type, so Tanya doesn't shoot at them, but light armor infantry is still the infantry target type. Interesting. I wondered whether it was some kind of targeting preference thing. Because she just drove past it, even on an attack move command. Yeah, I mean, as I said at the start, way too much for me to be able to pay attention to everything. This is going to be more of a popcorn session of just watching and enjoying what we see. I can't build. Correct. He must have lost MCV to Pepper's push. Jesus, this is an anti-heavy army. $50,000 EDUs worth of units. Army value, team value. I mean, it's $10,000 apart, but it's not massive. Also, Pepper accounts for like well over half of his team's army. I guess that's, yeah, no, that makes sense because who cares isn't in anymore. So this is now a 2v2. Legato falling behind here. Cyborg Elite gonna do some serious work. The Eradicator doing work. Well, a little bit of work. Not a huge amount of work. Yeah, pretty shit actually. Down here, Creo again, kind of just not able to do anything against this. Oops. Yeah, you missed a bit, buddy. Oh, bumping the shields, yeah. He's going for the Temple Prime over here. And then he runs away. Oh, great high cut. Unfortunately, none of these units are good versus Cyborg Elite. Force shield used. But yeah, Legato, I think quite sensibly runs away. Nope. Too late, buddy. I think that Oops and Creo are in trouble. Like that if there's alright. I didn't quite see what did that, but this is gonna hurt. Fuck me. He damage rocked himself? Yeah. Yeah, he did. I mean, that was a great one. But that one, not so great. Again, just very little heavy damage. Legato does save the MCV. But Pepper fucking going out. Pepper, if Pepper's using medics to heal his medics. Pepper chap. You got 3 okay, you got some zone defenders somewhere apparently. But you got more medics than you do infantry. One on the top right, is it dead? I guess it's dead. Oh, you got radar? Ah, okay. Right, so Legado gonna come down again. And this is gonna hurt. There is literally nothing here that can help. And those Venoms are surprise gonna try and pick off everything in the way. Except there's the AA gun, which is gonna prove very annoying. Full shield. 2 Venoms down. Legado gonna push in the middle now. Full shield prediction. I know. I. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. A little bit of a fight there. A little bit of a fight here. Try and zoom out and watch them both. Oops fighting on 2 fronts versus 2 players has to be a bit of a pain. Like, he has my sympathies here. And then Legado at the top. Does force the MCV undeployed. Oops losing his eco again.
My truck is loaded.
Where? Right, where was that? Right. Hey! He ICs units and then drives in front so his demo truck can't move. In fact, his demo truck doesn't even have a move order. I look away for 1 second. Commando. Legado being a pain again. Loads of him. Those BFs. Deleted! Alright, so the fight down there. Pepper does well. Keep you on the radar. A big fight in the middle as well. Shit, you can't do this to me. I don't look at everything at once. Alright. So the commando's there. Legado gets, like, cleaned up in the middle. Down south, Rio is going to get these power plants pushed, but then probably stopped at this defense line. Now the commando gets the Iron Curtain, gets the radar. Fuck. And the Cyborg's getting a nuke plant. And oops, gets pushed back to the Stone Age. So far, so that he forgets how to spell Commander. So I think this is the point where Oops decides, fuck it, it's GG. Right? Oh, no! Oh, that pesky Commando. Yeah, it's definitely GG now. Well, I mean, like, we've got to push. Like, it's over if we don't move now. If we look at army values, yeah, Team Legado up here, double the army value of Team Creo, because Creo has nothing left. He's got his base and production, but... And then, oops, just can't push against the Cyborgs. Creo trying something with a Peacemaker, but like the Wunderwaffe of old, too little, too late. And so, as expected, the Nod player won without any honor. Creo, honestly, I'm quite like, there was just no damage in any of his armies. I know it's an FFG, for fun games, right? Like, you know, not people aren't necessarily playing super seriously, but it felt like there was a significant portion of his army composition that just wasn't there. Wow. Wow, that was a series. That was a series. I'm a simple man. I make cyborgs. Then I attack, move. So damn right. So damn right. Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh dear. Right. That was a good one. That was a good one. I recommend people go and grab that replay in the CA Discord. And have a look at it. Because there's obviously a shit ton that I missed. But that was good. I should cast some more like 2v2s and 3v3s more often. Should play some more. Cheers, Leggy. Appreciate that one, man. Right, I am gonna call it a night now. 25 past 11. That was good fun. I'm looking forward to the rest of the tournament. Obviously, obviously this is what we've got to look forward to. The last of the group stages was only played last night, so I expect these won't be played for another, like, this will be during the course of this week, I expect. And I will try, I'll probably do them in like groups of 2. I don't want to have to wait. I don't want to wait until all of like 4 games are done. That's a bit ridiculous. I might even do them as they're played. Well, just sort of to pop them in at the start or at the end of a stream. Maybe at the end of the stream. On the day that they're played. But no. Good luck, Leggy. Good luck, Oops. This will be an interesting one, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully there is interest for like another like intermediate bracket for the 16 who didn't make the cut for the winners for the sort of final 8, because it'll be really interesting to see, honestly. Many players making sort of significant improvements over the course of the tournament. I think the intermediate stage would be really interesting as well. You know, you've got people like Thunder. I'm picking intermediate here because you've got a mix of old school like Nico, Hans, and one of these guys is like on and off CA but hasn't played for a while. I can't remember. Is it Gray? I think it's Gray. 2FA is new. Gavin is like Gavin is sort of StarCraft 2 and other RTSs. Duke is OpenRA. Thunder is like nothing. He's reluctant. And so you got a really interesting mix there. Which will be interesting to see who comes out on top. It's sort of in the same vein as the top as up here with Sir and Creo. Creo obviously OpenRA guy. Sir, I have no idea. Apart from the fact he's a tiny child. I have no idea whether he's a sort of Age of Empires 2 or StarCraft kid, and just kind of randomly picked up Combined Arms or OpenRA from somewhere. Who knows? Anyway, I'm gonna call it there, guys. Tomorrow I'm gonna do Terrain Wars Advanced, which I've never played before, but that's CNC3. Hopefully gonna do that. I need the mod makers to tell me what they want, but that's gonna be the plan for tomorrow. Anyway, have a good night, everybody, and I'll catch you